Start.
Good morning friends. Today we are going to study module number 2, that is gauges and inspection devices, from the subject called as metrology and quality engineering. It is the subject which defines the measurement that has to be performed in the industry, and as we all know, gauges perform a vital role in the measurement segment. So as the diagram indicates, this is the gauge which is having two sides, where one side will be considered for go segment, whereas another side will be considered for no go segment. So as the line indicates, basic dimension are some of the terminologies. Basic dimension is the exact size of part from which all limiting variations are made. Limits is a maximum and minimum dimensions. That means a component that can have a variation about maximum towards minimum. Next, tolerance is a permissible variation of a part where it is divided into two parts. The first part is unilateral and second is bilateral, where unilateral is one direction only and bilateral is a both plus and minus only. And the next is allowance. International difference in dimensions of mating part is called as allowance. Now we are moving towards the types of gauges. The first is fixed gauge. It is used for inspection purpose. That means when the quality department has to check various components of different structures, different sizes, different shapes, as well as different hollow segments, it is used. Why it is used? It has a certain reason. It provides quick means of checking specific dimensions. Also, it is easy to use and accurately finish to require tolerances. That means it can give 100% accurate results. Generally, it is finished to 10 times the tolerance designed to control, so it gives more accurate results as expected. So as we can see, this is the cylindrical plug gauge, which is shown in the diagram, having two cylindrical surfaces on the ends and one mating surface at the center. It is used for checking inside diameter of straight hole. Generally, the part where cylindrical slide goes is called as go, and which does not pass is called as no go. It consists of handle and plug on each end, ground or lamp to specific size. That's what we have seen. This is the handle to be held, and these are the plug on both sides. It is a small diameter plug, go gauge. It checks for lower limit of the hole. That means the gauge will be inserted inside the component. Larger diameter plug checks upper limit. That means it does not passes through the hole. That means it shows it is of no-go type. Now as we can see in the diagram, it is a cylindrical plug gauge where this is the workpiece and go gauge and no-go gauge ends have been shown, where maximum tolerance limit, minimum tolerance limit, as well as half work tolerance limit has been given. The go part will ensure that the workpiece is under limit, and no go part will ensure that workpiece is below or above the limit. The dimensions usually stamp on the handle of each end. Therefore, it defines which gauge has to be used on which dimensions. Go end is always longer than no go for easy identification purpose. Many made with carbide tips to increase gauge length. Now as we know, carbide is the hardest material, so during wear and tear the resistance occurs. In order to suffer, not to suffer from the resistance, the gauges are made with carbide tips. So as we can see, these are some examples of cylindrical plug gauge, where green part and red parts have been shown. The green part always indicates for go side and red part always denotes for no go side. This is the cylindrical plug gauge testing, where the workpiece is being tested using the plug gauge. The safety precautions, only main safety precaution is you cannot force or turn, because if you force or turn, the external surface of the gauge will be going with workpiece, so it may create the harsh effects onto the gauge surface. Plain ring gauge, it is used to check outside diameter of the pieces. It is ground and lapped internally to desired sizes. The size is stamped on the edges as like in the plug gauge they have given. Outside diameter is null and no-go end identified by annular groove on null surface. Now the null is the process where we can grip it or we can sustain it, and the external pressure can be identified onto that. Precautions and procedures are always similar to outline for a plug gauge. Now this is the example of plain ring gauge where the inside hole will be used for checking the different shafts of different diameters. Taper plug gauge, it is used to check size of the hole and taper accuracy. It is made with standard or special tapers. Some have go and no go rings prescribed onto them. Gauge fits into hole between two rings means within the required tolerance. That means they are under acceptable region. Some have staked ground on large end to indicate hole size limit. Different hole have different sizes, so it is indicated using steps. Wobble between plug gauge and hole evidence of incorrect taper. That means there should not be any type of wobbling or there should not be any type of up-down positions, so that their incorrect taper may be noticed. It is used to check both accuracy and outside diameter of the taper. Often have script lines or stake ground on a small end to indicate go or no go. As from the very first slide we are seeing, go indicates for positivity and no go that indicates for the negativity, or you can call it as a rejection slot of the workpiece. Procedures are always like taper plug gauge, similar to use. When checking work not ground, 3 equally spaced chalk lines around circumference and extending for full length of taper are used to indicate accuracy of the taper. In the next part, we are going to see the plug gauge and their detailed structure. Thank you.